everyone, this is Boricua Binks and welcome to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. In the last episode, I was joined by my buddy Smooth yet again, and we were playing through and I sucked. I really sucked. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know. I actually think, looking back at it, I have a feeling that I was nervous or something. I don't know. I was kind of rusty, and having Smooth there, as great as it was, I think I was doubting myself too much. And the same thing happened when we were recording his LP Trauma Team, and he was doubting himself a lot. So I think the same thing happened, and I didn't realize it until later. I was like, oops. I don't know. I feel really embarrassed about that. So yeah, I was a fool. I'm so sorry. Anyway, so we got through it somehow, and Larry helped us make a break in the case, luckily. So what's gonna happen now is I'm gonna do this recording session today is gonna be a couple episodes of this, and before I have to get back to homework. And then whenever our schedules mix again, we'll have to record some more together. Because I love his Von Karma voice and mine is gonna suck. But I really want to get this game back on a regular schedule. I hate that I let it go so long. My channel went so long without a Phoenix Wright episode. I felt really bad about that. Alright, so let's continue on. Oh man, I don't know how I'm gonna do Von Karma, but I'll do my best. It can't compare to Smooth. Alright. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Oh, Smooth's voice is so much better, but that's the voice I'm gonna give Von Karma. That's it. I'm sticking to it. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. And yes, this is exactly what was supposed to happen, and that's why I was not supposed to show this second lake photo until now. So stupid, Banks. Okay. Take that. Please, just take it. Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m. Oh, yeah. But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, do I have to spell everything out for you, old man? Unfortunately, yes. This photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely Christmas Eve. Indeed, it would seem that is the case. Indeed, it would seem that is the case. Then, where does that leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard the I'm sorry, I completely read that wrong. Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor. It is a fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them. There we go. Thank you, Larry. Why would this be? Don't be fooled, Judge. That camera was set to respond to loud noises. Yes. Well, there we go. That little finger wag. There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why, the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera. It doesn't work like that, whatever.
Hey! My nose was clear that night, man! Clear!
My Larry voice is always gonna suck.
Well, Mr. Wright.
See, I only have one little exclamation mark left. I suck.
There's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 p.m. was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court evidence if you have any.
Ah, this is when I'm finally gonna be able to use it. I kept wondering. It's this. It was fired 3 times. This is why sometimes it's hard when you play a game that you kind of already know the storyline, but you don't remember when you're supposed to do certain things. Alright, here we go. The pistol. This is my evidence.
The murder weapon.
Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When, then, was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Yes! Now, Edgeworth is gonna be proven innocent! Yay!
Order, order. That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake.
Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you? Why? Uh-oh. I'd better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. Ugh! What's wrong, Nick?
I have it! I have it!
Huh?
Remember the case with the steel samurai?
Huh? Yeah, of course I remember.
The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case.
What do you mean?
Maya,
Yes?
if we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edward's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch, and I'm going to run with it.
Right. I mean, is this safe?
Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay?
Right, Nick.
Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Wright.
The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. Ooh, yeah. We're on a roll.
What do you mean, Mr. Wright? So, you finally realized the truth? There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself.
Nope. You're wrong. Yeah, there we go. Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting.
Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, 1 boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant Edgeworth and the victim Robert Hammond were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat. I admit it is hard to imagine any other possibility.
Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright?
Oh, come on. Really? Whatever. Oh, Judgy, I love you, but come on.
We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting.
The timestamp on the photo says 0015.
But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot in the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Mm-hmm.
Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who this is sitting on the boat.
Technically they're both standing, but okay. This is pretty clear, isn't it? If Hammond was already dead, then there's only one other person who it could be who's there with Edgeworth.
The murderer.
Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth.
There you go. I love this music so much.
What? Are you serious?
Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch.
What is it? Tell me.
That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place.
I'm not sure what to make of all this.
Ludicrous.
Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then.
The murderer's name? Right, it's...
Look at our options. Miles, Edgeworth, Lotta Hart, and I don't know. I mean, come on. The only one that's viable is I don't know.
Actually, I don't know the murderer's name.
You don't know?
Bah! Again, you waste my time. I don't know because he never told us.
Aha! I bet y'all thought he's gonna say I don't know and then we're gonna be backed into a corner and we're screwed. Well, no. It's I don't know because he never told us. Yes! Nice going, Phoenix. I love that. So saucy. You're so saucy, Phoenix. I'm talking like some grade A marinara saucy. Von Kern was like, oh snap, I didn't expect that.
The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop. That old man.
The very suspicious old man, yes.
At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
The caretaker of the boat shop. Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then.
Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone?
Exactly. Thank you.
May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not in a boat?
It was in a plane. No, I'm kidding.
What? Well then, where did the murder take place?
Show the judge where the murder really took place. Alright, it's pretty obvious. Right there in the shop itself.
Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing.
Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime?
Recall Larry's testimony, if you will.
That looks weird.
That night he was out on the lake in a boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat?
The boat shop.
Good job, Your Honor.
He figured that out.
Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning.
Yes, Your Honor.
Nick, are you sure about this?
Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out.
And that's what we're gonna do in the next... No, I'm just kidding. I'll keep going.
That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop.
Oh boy. Polly witnessed a murder.
This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake.
Then who fired the pistol in the boat, Mr. Wright?
The shop caretaker himself.
Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose, luckily, thank God.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone?
Details.
Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice.
To create a witness.
I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor.
Create a witness?
The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. Strange, I know, but interesting.
I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other.
The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice, to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body. Ooh, it's creepy. And threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake.
Nicely done, Phoenix. That feels kind of like with Danganronpa when you put the whole events together in that comic book format. Oh, I want to play that game again.
Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker. Quickly.
There we go. We got this, Edgeworth. We're gonna get you out of this.
Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant Miles Edgeworth a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand.
Hi, Edgy Poo.
Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said.
Yes.
Well, why did you go to the lake that night?
Yeah, we need some answers, Boo.
What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop at the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve.
Very suspicious, Boo. Why did you go?
He said he had something very important to discuss with me.
Something important?
I'm sorry, I can't say what it was.
Still? Why are you being so secretive, darling?
Your Honor, sir!
Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet.
The witness has disappeared! He isn't at the boat shop either!
What?
What should I do?
Find him quickly. We cannot allow him to get away.
Oh no. Dang it.
Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared.
A search warrant has already been issued.
It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances.
Phew.
I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed.
But what do we do if we don't find him?
I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him.
Oh, judge, okay. I'm not gonna judge you, if you swing that way, but couldn't you do a little better? I'm just messing with you, judgy. Don't give me that look.
And I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned.
All right, well, we all want to know who he is, but still. Not bad, not bad. At least Edgeworth is looking like he might be okay. Yay, Nick! You did it!
Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict.
And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out.
Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony.
Come on, Phoenix. Stop being such a stick in the mud.
Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. Sorry, Boo. It's always gonna be like that. Always.
I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients.
Hey, Edgeworth.
Mr. Edgeworth,
Did you say something?
don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax.
I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet.
What do you mean? Uh-oh.
Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you.
Tell us, darling, tell us.
Edgeworth. No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you, to get it off my chest, but... I can't make up my mind.
Come on. Oh, he looks so stressed. Poor thing.
What is this about, Edgeworth?
It's a nightmare I've had.
Oh. Well, that's sweet that you're confiding in us about your nightmares.
A memory of a crime that I committed.
Oh. Well, that's a little more serious then. Oh dear.
A crime you committed? A memory of a murder.
What? No! To be continued! You can't just leave us with this! Come on! No!
Oh, come on. Why?
Cliffhanger. Game? How you do me like this? How you do me like this, game? Come on. Come on. Okay. Fine. Alright, so that's gonna be it for this episode. Screw you, game. No, I'm just kidding. I love this game. Alright, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I did the best that I could with Von Karma's voice, but it's not the same as Smooth. Come on, his voice is epic. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, hope you have a nice day. Bye!